Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about, what is ChatGPT and how it's going to impact Google Ads and Microsoft Ads, in the next, few years, even 10 years, right? So ChatGPT is basically just a conversational AI. You can ask it questions and it gives you information right back, right? I asked it what is ChatGPT, and it gave me a long-winded answer. But essentially, it says, it's a wide range of conversational AI applications, such as chatbots, virtual assistants, and dialogue systems. You can ask this thing really any question, and it returns back to you, right? There's a few different use cases, but I would really want to talk about, the user journey, the user interface, and how people search online, right? So when you go into Google, right, and you just type in, you know, who are the best lawyers in New York City, you're going to get a lot of information, right? You're going to get first ads, then you're going to get organic listings, and then you're going to get, Google My Best, Google, I'm sorry, Google My Business listings, right? So you're going to really have to cipher through all of this data. And some of it's going to be perfect for you, some of it's not going to be. You're also going to get these snippets, right? Which just tell you really quickly, a bunch of questions that are related to your search. It might not even be exactly what you're looking for. When you go into ChatGPT and you just ask, same exact question, right? Who are the best lawyers in New York City? See what comes up. So it's going to tell you, very quickly, who are the best lawyers. Let's define best. It's a matter of personal opinion. However, let me give you a few resources. And then it starts listing out, you know, a bunch of law groups in New York City, based on all the data, all the public records, even internet searches, reviews, things like that. And look, it's telling you exactly, hey, here's Super Lawyers. This is what it does. Here's Legal 500. This is what it does. It's a directory. So it's kind of giving you, really impactful options, right? And this whole UI, I think, is really going to change the way Google search looks like, and even Microsoft search, right? Bing. So when you actually look at what's going on in the news right now, ChatGPT has caused a code red over at Google. They have stopped their production on a lot of their betas to develop something that is comparable to ChatGPT. So if you read this right here, it says ChatGPT, an AI chatbot developed by OpenAI that went viral because it can give people direct answers to just about any query possible, apparently has alarm bells ringing at Google, according to the report by the New York Times on Wednesday. So Google's trying to find, a way to build out their search engine in a comparable way, that is effective, that is accurate, and that ultimately gives people what they're looking for. And then you can even look at Microsoft, right? So Microsoft, look at this headline: Microsoft plans to use ChatGPT in Bing. Here's why it could be a threat to Google. So in 2019, Microsoft invested $1 billion in OpenAI, the San Francisco-based company that's working to develop artificial intelligence, a level of AI that's smart enough to learn and perform intellectual tasks like human beings. So if you look at this, it's like 4 years ago, Microsoft invested $1 billion into OpenAI, the company that created ChatGPT. So I think there is a bridge here for Microsoft to take this technology and somehow package it in their current search engines, right? Which ultimately isn't a bad thing. I think, the area and marketing that's going to be mostly affected by ChatGPT is going to be organic search, right? Because ultimately, in the paid media space, there's always going to be places to put money, right? Whether it's Google, it's Meta, it's, television, CTV, right, streaming, Netflix. There's always going to be places to put media. And the thing that's unique about this is that, ChatGPT is going to essentially consolidate all of the information and send it in a very concise manner, right? So when you look at these four law groups, like how do you get on this list, right? I think that's a big question, and I think that organically it's going to struggle to find those areas. I think what you could see in the future is you search something like what are the best law groups in New York City, and this information naturally comes off, but also you get maybe a little like ad below that shows like, your law group in New York City or something like that that's relevant, right? Similar to search engines when you're looking at it, right? The first thing that comes up is an ad that looks similar to the listing, but it's also clear it's not, right? So it'll be interesting to see, how that transforms in the next few years. Um, and yes, I mean, this video again, it's really early technology, so we don't entirely know where it's going to go. But I do theorize it's going to impact, the SEO landscape. It's going to impact, paid media and how we invest into these topics or these platforms. But ultimately, like, there are millions of people using ChatGPT. Someone's going to figure out a way to monetize this technology, and once they do, I think it's going to be a great place to invest dollars, right? As long as it can drive that back end revenue, right? So it's going to be a beta at first. There's going to be opportunity to put in a little bit of money here and there with longer contracts to ensure that ChatGPT can get their money out of advertisers. But ultimately, when they figure out how to utilize the same tracking technology that Google Ads can, which is going to be fairly simple, this is going to really be an exciting new tool to invest your ad dollars in.